KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. I'm Mark Westwood. Good afternoon to you, along with Donald Williamson from the Taxsaver and More radio show. Here today with a couple of guests we'll introduce in a few minutes. We have Donald here working hard on his tax-saving information. So, Donald, I think we'll do this now instead of, like I said, in the middle of the show. So turn your microphone on, and you're on.
I want to welcome all of the radio listeners out there in Radio Land, and our guest that's going to be on the show to take it away after I get done. And yes, Mark, I'm going to talk again. I think I did it once before, but I'm going to talk about our veterans.
Well, that's a good thing to do. Help veterans and get some tax savings, or maybe something for them.
I may cover a little bit of the tax savings, but I'm going to cover the veterans, myself being one. I was in the Marine Corps from 1965 to 1969. Went through MCRD at San Diego Marine Recruit Depot, and was Regimental Honor Platoon. And at the end of the boot camp, you get a little red album, just like you do when you graduate from high school, except this is smaller, and it had we all had one dress blues that we passed from each one that got their photo taken for it. And but it one size fits all. But you know, I think I mentioned this once before, but I'm going to talk about it again. I met a guy in Highland coming out of Stater Brothers, and he was in the Marine Corps. He saw my hat. By the way, I got a different one on today, brand new one. Shows the big Marine Corps emblem. Anyway, he stopped and talked to me, and he was a Marine in the Marine Corps too, or past, and previously, and he was saddened because a friend of his had just died, and that was a Marine, fellow past Marine, and he talked about that. And I told him how sorry I was to hear about that.
Get a little closer to the mic, Don, please.
And then he said that he died from committing suicide.
No, yeah, that happens a lot.
And and I even more felt heartsick for him over
There's
that.
a huge problem with vets that do that, yeah.
Well, after talking to him, because the next thing he said was that this person that just died was the 11th friend that he had.
Oh, my word.
That all
11
had committed suicide.
Oh,
That's when I suddenly realized there's an epidemic going on out there amongst veterans that I was not even aware about.
Oh, yeah.
And because I mentioned on one of our other shows, I think.
So do you have some ideas on how you're going to help prevent that?
I urged them to get involved a little bit. And first of all, American Legion and VFWs, that's kind of what they were created for. And they have a chaplain there. And I suggest that they stop by one of them, maybe more often, and get acquainted with them. And they have probably a chaplain and also a church. Get involved with any church that they might be associated with.
We could do a whole program on that, Don. We really seriously could. You know, you talk about veterans and helping veterans, and as far as from a tax perspective, did you have something in mind you wanted to talk about?
Well, after I got done with helping the veterans stay alive,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But so I urge them to get involved with or a service organization, a club, something that they can get involved with and have friends around them. And but I can assure them, all of them, that they are loved by the American people. We when we see each other, we always say "Semper Fi," which means always faithful. But and then we'll either do fist to fist or shake or give a hug or something.
You know, I was thinking you had that hat on today because you were going to go to Corky's in Highland. And I'm not kidding. I've been to Corky's with Don, and you know he wears that hat, and maybe about 4 out of 10 times he goes there, he gets his meal paid for. So people really do support vets and things like that.
And I was going to quit wearing it.
Yeah.
For that reason, because
I
don't need mine to be. But it's the idea. I changed my mind and kept wearing it because
absolutely
they want to demonstrate their love and their thoughtfulness and their patriotism and thankfulness for the veterans. And so I decided I want them to.
Very good. As the clock moves on here, though.
I remember back in Vietnam when some servicemen got spit on.
Yeah, maybe the
But it's
second part of the
different now.
show
Different
we'll
now.
get back to that topic. We may have some little time. I don't want to hold our guests up too much here, so we'll talk
Okay.
after the bottom of the hour here. Again, with Donald Williamson and the former tax assessor for San Bernardino County, I'm Mark Westwood, and today's guest, we're privileged and honored. There is a little playhouse, I call it, on Barton Road, and some of you may be familiar with it. It sits next to the Assistencia, which, if everybody knows, the Assistencia is the little mission that is real key and is the cornerstone of our valley, because that's kind of where San Bernardino started. And the valley being named after St. Bernard of Siena, and that was a Catholic mission called the Assistencia. And right next to that is the Redlands Footlighters. And today we have Hedley Duncan and Carolyn Duncan, husband and wife here. They're directing a play. So welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
It's good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. And is this your first time on the radio?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That I know of.
All right. Well, very good. The first time. Well, I know you've been on the stage a lot,
Yes, sir.
and Carolyn as well.
Not on the stage. I'm usually behind the
Behind the
scenes.
stage,
Yep.
directing. And Hedley, you're the director of a new show, or a show that's running right now. Started actually August 7th, and it runs to the 23rd.
That's correct.
And the name of the show is?
Leading Ladies.
Well, very cool. And you can go there, and it's on every night of the week, or do you have some dark nights?
It's on Friday and Saturday evenings, and Sunday for a matinee. The evening performances are at 7:30, and the matinees are at 2:00.
Okay. So, and you can get a ticket for about, what,
$20.
$20 or so? And so we have this play, and of course, you're doing, I think when I was talking to you before the show, you guys do 4 or 5 shows a year?
5 shows a year, yes.
5 shows a year. And so you'll have one coming up around Halloween. We'll talk about that. And then one coming up at Christmas.
Yes.
So Carolyn, you're directing.
I'll be directing that one, yes.
And then you will be in the show. Or not? Will you be on? Do you ever go on stage, Hedley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on stage a lot.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so let's talk about this. Leading Ladies. Is it a drama, a musical, a mystery, or what?
It is a comical farce. It is one of the most hilarious shows written by one of the greatest American farcical or comedy playwrights, Ken Ludwig. And anyone that knows Ken Ludwig, this is probably, it's among his top shows. It's a great.
So, people don't know what a farce is. Let's describe what a farce is.
A farce is a comedy that is usually set in a farcical, something that
Kind of a hard-to-believe situation.
Yeah, hard to believe situation. Now, this couldn't possibly happen. Well, the playwright says it's going to happen.
And that adds to the comedic.
It adds to the
value.
comedic with, yes, misidentities, tension and love-verse tensions and things. It's just, it's
Misunderstandings, miss everything.
miss everything, yes.
And so this particular show is a farce, and apparently it's about ladies.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Is that the farce part of it?
That's part of the farce part of it, yes.
Okay. So is it like Mrs. Doubtfire in there, or Mrs. Brown, or
It's closer to Some Like It Hot. It's
Some Like It Hot?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a story of a young lady
Mm-hmm.
in the 1950s, a month of her life, where her aunt is looking for her long-lost nephews. So she puts out ads in England because the nephews at a young age, decades earlier, went to England.
Okay.
So in America and England, she sent out these things looking for her long-lost nephews so that she could give them money. Well, 2 unsuccessful Shakespearean actors happened to be doing a tour of the Moose Lodge, doing scenes from Shakespeare, and they run across this ad. They decide, we're going to pretend to be those nephews. Well, through a series of farcical situations, they learn that the nephews are actually nieces.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It doesn't stop them.
It doesn't stop them.
No, they decide to dress as the nieces because they have all the costumes in the trunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
So that's the farcical part of it.
that's the farcical part of it, right?
Kind of
there.
like Bosom Buddies. Remember the show
Oh, I
Bosom Buddies back
love
in the
Bosom
day?
Buddies, yes.
TV sitcom where Tom Hanks was one of them.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I don't remember the other one's name, but
Peter Scolari.
Peter Scolari, who did the Newhart show and
Yes, he
did various different other things. Peter Scolari, and they dressed as women. It was quite funny to watch.
Yeah.
And nobody took it seriously, and they weren't coming for anybody. They weren't the boogeyman. As, So this is involves that, and these two men dressing as ladies to try to
To
some
try
money.
to get some money, and it's a very fast-paced physical comedy. It's my favorite. I actually played one of the characters 12 years ago in it, and it was probably one of my favorite roles ever.
All right. So how long is the play? How many minutes?
It runs with intermission about 2 hours, a little
2
less.
hours. Okay. So it's a lot of. And how many people are in the cast?
There are 8 people in the cast.
8 people. So
Eight magnificent people.
eight magnificent people, very dramatic, very dynamic. I'm looking for the word here, but they have to keep things going if there's only 8 people, and not
Yes.
all 8 people are on the stage at one time. And
On occasion,
Yeah.
they are, yes.
A few times.
so here's this theater in Redlands, and it's in Redlands or Loma Linda.
It's
On
Redlands.
Barton.
It's Redlands.
Yeah, it's on Barton. It's kind of almost to Loma, but it's not quite. And you guys built this, or you didn't, but the organization built it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you say? What year?
They opened it in October of 1980 in this location.
Okay. And you started off
They started off in 1945.
1945. So this group has been around a while.
Yes.
All right. And it started off with, you told me earlier, all women?
Yes. It was 4 women who started the group, and they started their productions at the Grove Theater in Redlands. Well, their very first production was actually at Redlands High School at the Clock Auditorium. But then later they moved to the Grove Theater and were there for a number of years until 1979, I believe.
You know, just to get off track a little bit here, of course I'm good at this. There's 3 newer theaters in our area now. One of them is at Aquinas High School.
Yes.
They built it several years ago, maybe more than longer than that. But there's a brand spanking new theater up at Cal State University, San Bernardino.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yes, there
I
is.
haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
I have
No,
not.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah. Okay. And then they tore down Gibbs Auditorium at Pacific High School, which when they were tearing it down and I drove by and I discovered, like, oh my gosh, you know, as a kid I sung in that place. And
Well, they also tore down and rebuilt a second theater at Crafton Hills College, too.
oh, that's right. And they have a new theater there
Yeah.
too.
Yes, they
So there's a bunch of new theaters around here. So yeah, that's just an interesting sideline there. And I guess I don't know if they're going to rename the theater Gibbs Auditorium at Pacific High School, but I saw the drawing and they're building it right now. I don't know if it's finished or not. Is it finished yet? Do you know?
I don't
know
think
if
so.
it's finished yet. But oh my gosh, this is a big deal when I saw that. And they're going to keep the theater at Cal State University, the old one.
Okay.
Yeah, where the Pear Garden was. The Players of the Pear Garden, if you're familiar with that.
Yes.
Yeah, anybody that went to Cal State University San Bernardino knows about the Players of the Pear Garden. So yeah, so you do this, and this theater is specifically designed a certain way. You were telling me, Carolyn, about how it was designed.
Yeah, it's unique because they call it an alley stage. If nobody knows what that means, an alley stage is the stage is in the center and the audience is on either side of the stage.
Is it like bleacher seating, or do they have regular seats?
It's regular seats, regular
Regular
theater
seats.
seats. Yeah.
And the seats elevate,
Yep.
and the stage is below, is the lowest point in the theater? Is that
Yep.
what it is?
The stage is the lowest point of the theater.
Is there seating on either end of the stage?
No.
as well? No. So it's alley.
It's an alley. It's
I've
not like a
never
theater in
seen
the
that.
round. It's
It's
different.
kind of theater. It's not theater and around.
No, because theater in the round, you've got audience all the way around you.
How
But
do you do your set changes and things like that?
we have a unique spot in our theater as well that we have a turntable that we can actually change our set on a turntable.
Okay.
This
the-
one we're
the
not using
stage
the turntable.
rotates.
A portion of the stage will
One
rotate.
end.
Yeah.
One end of it will rotate. Otherwise, we usually do shows that have a static set so that it doesn't have to change too much.
Or you just augment or
Yeah.
diminish it a little bit
Yeah.
or whatever. Or do things with lighting or change sections of the stage. I can
I
kind of
bring
see
the
that.
curtain down and then change things.
No, there's
No
no
curtain.
no curtain in this theater.
So, do you ever have like a pit orchestra or anything
No.
like that? No.
No.
stage?
No pit.
There's no room for that.
No.
Sir.
So basically, it's just music that's piped in.
Yeah.
Okay. And this per se, Leading Ladies is not a musical. It's a comedy farce.
Right.
That is correct, yes.
So there's no music in it?
There is, like, we have pre-show music. It's all some of my favorite up tunes from the 50s, since the show is set in the 50s. So you have pre-show music and pre-show, like, audition music, or intermission music. And there is a tango.
Dun 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 dun. Eric, you could cue up a tango for the break, man. Eric probably doesn't even know what a tango is. Do you know what a tango is, Eric?
Of course I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
You watch Dancing with the Stars? Admit it.
No, I haven't, but I'm familiar.
Well, I'll make a bet with you. If you could pull up a tango, I'll buy you lunch next day.
Sounds good.
But a tango, do they actually dance the tango?
Yes,
Okay.
Their version of it.
Their version of it? Is there a flower in their teeth?
there is no flowers.
Darn it.
I know.
It happens too fast.
Happens too fast.
Happens too
okay.
fast.
And well, that's interesting. And you say it's about two and a half hours long. Intermission in the middle.
Yes.
Do you guys have a snack bar and a theater and
Yep.
All
We have
that?
a snack bar.
a snack bar?
Yeah.
People can get popcorn
If we have popcorn that day. We don't always have popcorn.
okay. So it's
Sometimes
changing.
it's candy bars and sodas
bars,
and
sodas.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
No meals like
No, just refreshments. Exactly.
No $15 glasses of wine.
oh well, you're not the Look Theater, the former Look Theater. No. I missed that theater, by the way. I was
I
just
did too.
shocked when it closed down. I
Yep.
really enjoyed that theater. There's some theaters available there too, huh?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Oh, I do know what they're going to do with that. I take that back.
You have information I don't have?
Yes, they're going to tear it down.
Oh.
They're tearing the whole thing down. They're going to leave Las Fuentes restaurant there.
Well, that's good.
They're tearing that all down. You know, that whole area is just dominated and taken over by the Ezra guy,
Yeah.
Jack Dangerman.
Yeah.
Man. Dan Dangerman. And, of course, he's doing the mall, the old former
Yes.
Redlands Mall. I'm really expecting spectacular things.
Me,
I
me
hope-
too.
I hope
Me
so.
too.
And with what he's done just recently with La Popular and moving Eureka Burger over there next to September's and across from the food court over there. And wow, I parked in the parking garage and I was going to go to La Popular and just take the little path and then over there. And it looks like it's been there for 20 years with
Yeah.
all the landscaping and everything.
It looks gorgeous.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in about a year because it'll be all be overgrown, but that's what's famous for. I love taking people to go see the campus of Ezra and Esri, and they're like, "This is here? Yep. How long has this been here? For years. You just don't see it through the trees.
Exactly.
It's the forest through the trees." But so we have the farce. You don't have too many trees around your building.
No, we don't.
Yeah, they
We're pretty
actually-
barren
yeah,
around
no,
there.
it's-
Better
yeah.
get Jack Dangerman in there to landscape it for you.
I'm up for that. You
Create
hear
a
that, Jack?
patio.
Yeah.
And you guys are a nonprofit?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So all the money that you use comes from ticket sales?
Yes. Everything comes from ticket sales and then goes back into the theater for keeping the theater up, as well as going on to the next production.
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors or?
Occasionally we get some. We're always looking for sponsors, anybody who wants to help support the arts.
Do you create a program, a theater program for each show?
Yes.
Well, maybe we could put our radio station in there, and we'll be a sponsor and do some PSAs for you and
That'd be
do some
fantastic.
program announcements on the. Yeah,
Yes,
That'd
that
be
would
fantastic.
terrific.
we do that. You
Yeah.
know, I have other radio stations too.
I've heard that.
Yeah, KQLH, KFXM, X95.7. I have a little thing called the Outlet, and this is news. I'm working on a radio station for San Bernardino High School called KARD. Now, it's not going to be on the air; it'll be online. But we're working on that because I used to have a radio station.
Yes.
I'm a graduate of San Bernardino High School, and I used to have a radio station called Card Radio, and we played to the on the speakers in the quad in front of the theater there. That, by the way, just got remodeled. Pretty nice inside. They really did a nice job. I was a little disappointed when I found out. Oh, they're going to redo the theater. They must be tearing it down like they did the Gibbs. They didn't tear that building down. I guess it's a little more historic because it was a WPA building, but they redid the
Yes.
inside very dynamically. They took the whole ceiling out. They took the balcony out. They put some. They used the only thing that's the same in the theater is the chandeliers, which are really pretty, really nice, and the rest of it's completely redone. The walls, the acoustics, the seating. It really is quite something. Quite something. You can see the top part of it on my website, CardinalCityRadio.com. That's the first time I've told that to anybody in public. It's not ready yet, folks. It's in the construction, but if you want to look at it, that's good. But Leading Ladies starting August 7th through August 23rd. If somebody wants to buy tickets, how do they do that?
They can get online to Redlands Footlighters Theater, redlandsfootlighters.org. Sorry about that. And they can order them there. They can call the box office or just come up to the box office any evening or afternoon and pick them up.
redlandsfootlighters.org, and it is your 81st season.
Yes.
That's a lot of seasoning.
It is.
It is.
And you, Headley, you've been there with the group for about
3 years. This is my second time in the director's chair.
3 years. And Carolyn?
I've been about 3
the
years
same
as
thing?
well.
You
I've
kind of came as a package, huh?
kind of, yeah.
Your husband and wife, so I would imagine.
Yes.
And tell me, who would you credit for starting the Redlands Footlighters all these years ago?
There were 3 women back in 1945. Their names were Mary Armstrong, Lucille Cruz Marsh, Ruth Welsh, and Mary Ann Finley. 4. Did I say 3?
Yes.
I'm sorry, 4. I can't count.
And of course, that was in 1945.
Yes.
So I imagine somebody who built the theater that you're currently in. Do you know?
None of those people are around any longer,
I
unfortunately.
would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, the group kind of rotates and grows and ebbs and flows as throughout the years of different
Over
people.
80 years, yeah.
Yeah, there are a few people around. They aren't really involved in the productions anymore, but they do come and volunteer. That have been around for a number of years, and come and they volunteer as ushers and they volunteer at our snack bar. We're always looking for volunteers anyway, but everything at the theater is volunteer. Nobody is paid at the theater at all.
Because the Redlands Theater Group, which is the outdoor theater up in Prospect Park, that was Cliff Cabanella.
Yes, it
That
was.
was Cliff.
Years ago. And of course, University of Redlands has their own theater program
Yep.
and music program. And for a long time, I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. Forgive me, I can't remember the name. Of course, I was involved with something called Junior University as a kid. Were
So
you?
was
Yeah.
I.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I was so old that I actually got to sit next to William Dixon while he played the piano.
As did I. Yes.
Did you?
Out there in the hot sun.
Were
with the
you
moon.
in the play or in the
I worked backstage. I was a stagehand for them.
Patsy and William
Patsy
Dixon
and William.
and of course the other couple? Forgive me. They owned the Yum Yum restaurants.
Yes.
Forgive me. Oh my
What do you
gosh.
mean?
Trying to remember their names.
I
now.
am too.
Oh no, it's terrible. But I spent many a summer in that theater out in the Paris-Hill Bowl.
Yes.
Roosevelt Theater with the mosquitoes and everything else. I was in the pit orchestra. I'm a
yes.
musician. So
That's what I would love to do.
yeah.
So
Are you a musician?
yes, I am.
What do you play?
I play flute and saxophone and oboe.
Oh, okay.
So-
I don't do the oboe part, but I do the flute and the saxophone. But I know other oboe players. Anyway, I've been around theater, and I love theater. Theater is wonderful and wonderful. We've been talking with Headley Duncan and Caroline Duncan, and they are leading up the Leading Ladies production at the Redlands Footlighters on Barton Road. What is the specific address?
1810 Barton Road.
1810 Barton Road, Barton Road, right next to Assistencia. And if you want tickets, it's redlandsfootlighters.org. redlandsfootlighters.org. It runs through the 23rd. After that, in October, if you missed that, Haunting of the Hill House starts October 9th. And then also the best Christmas pageant ever starts December 4th. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for allowing us on.
Thank
the air.
you.
And it'll be our pleasure to put some announcements on for you. And we really enjoyed having you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Headley
much.
Duncan and Caroline Duncan. Yay! All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
And now, the voices of KCAA with an exciting announcement.
Want to hear NBC News or KCAA anywhere you go?
Well, now there's an app for that.
KCAA is celebrating 25 years and our silver anniversary with a brand new app.
The new KCAA app is now available on your smart device, cell phone, in your car, or any place.
Just search KCAA on Google Play or in the Apple Store.
One touch and you can listen on your car radio, Bluetooth device, Android Auto, or Apple CarPlay.
Catch the KCAA buzz in your earbuds or on the streets, celebrating 25 years of talk, news, and excellence with our new KCAA app.
Just do it and download it.
KCAA, celebrating 25 years. Backstory with Lillian Vasquez offers an intimate look into the lives of local artists, entrepreneurs, visionaries, and legends. One compelling story at a time. Whether reconnecting with beloved childhood TV icons, exploring the journeys that have shaped lives and inspired change, raising awareness on important issues, you'll find it all on Backstory with Lillian Vasquez. Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM on our smartphone app and streaming on iHeartRadio.
One of the best ways to build a healthier local economy is by shopping locally. Teamster Advantage is a shop local program started by Teamster Local 1932 that has brought together hundreds of locally owned businesses to provide discounts for residents who make shopping locally their priority. Everything from restaurants like Corky's to fun times at SB Raceway and much, much more. If you're not currently a Teamster and you want access to these local business discounts, contact Jennifer at 909-889-8377, extension 224. Give her a call. That number again is 909-889-8377, extension 224.
This segment brought to you by Poncho's Kitchen and Mexican Restaurant in the heart of Highland at 29141 Baseline near Cole Avenue. Check out their Facebook and Instagram pages. Don't miss their happy hour Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. We thank Poncho's Kitchen and Mexican Restaurant for their support.
Now, here's a new concept: digital network advertising, where businesses display your ad inside their building. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, your company is going to thrive with digital network advertising. Choose your marketing sites or jump on the DNA system and advertise with all participants. Your business ad or logo is rotated multiple times an hour inside local businesses where people will discover your company. Digital network advertising, DNA. Novel way to be seen and remembered. Digital network advertising with networks in Redlands and Yucaipa. Call in the 909 area 222-9293 for introductory pricing. That's 909-222-9293 for digital network advertising. One last time, digital network advertising, 909-222-9293.
If you're looking for a full or part-time sales position and you have radio, TV, or print media experience, KCAA has a great opportunity waiting for you that pays the highest commissions in the market. If you're interested in a sales position with us, email CEO@kcaaradio.com.
KCAA. NFL training camps roll on and injuries continue to be a story. The Bears won't have safety Kobe Bryant for most of the season. He's out 4 to 6 months after undergoing knee surgery. Second-year Ravens DB Nate Wiggins was carted off the field yesterday after suffering a leg injury. Good news there, though. The Ravens believe he avoided serious injury. Saints veteran D lineman Cam Jordan could miss the start of the season. He's dealing with a hamstring strain. And Rams pass rusher Myles Garrett is banged up. He missed the Rams joint practice with the Cowboys yesterday with a leg injury. Among the baseball last night, the Yankees rallied with 4 in the bottom of the 7th. They beat the Mariners 4-1. Manager Aaron Boone.
It's a testament to just how good the pitching's been, holding us in, but also as we've struggled through some offense, we've also come up big in some spots, and tonight was more of that.
The Yankees lead the AL wildcard race. They're 6 back of the Rays in the AL East. Tampa beat the A's for their 8th straight win. I'm Matt McCoy.
Salute and support our troops and veterans. This message from Millennium Metal Fabrications of Redlands, serving LA, Orange County, and the Inland Empire with quality and pride. Your area's premier metal fabricators, specializing in all your aviation, aerospace, computers, electronics, and transportation needs, along with services for dental, medical, and more. Call 909-793-9551. Again, 909-793-9551. Or visit MillenniumMetalFab.com. Millennium Metal Fabrication thanks our heroes in uniform.
KCAA.
KC 6.5 FM. Leave no listener behind. Your NBC radio affiliate here in the Inland Empire. I'm Mark Westwood, along with Donald Williamson. Hello, we are back.
Hi, everybody.
We're back. In a few minutes, we're going to be talking with Mr. Gibbs, the Director of Aviation at San Bernardino International Airport. We're going to replay a portion of that. So important, 66,000 flights last year out of the San Bernardino International Airport. Oh my gosh, that is really getting busy. They have Breeze Airwaves. They have all the logistics with FedEx and UPS. They have the San Bernardino Forestry Service flying out of there, and a governmental airline as well, for government employees and people running our government and involved with that lands
Forestry.
and it lands on a very swanky little airport called the Millennial Air. But and then they also have where they drop the air and that stuff. That's San Bernardino Forestry Service. A big airport, lots going on, and it's growing, and it's so important to our Inland Empire economy. So we're glad to have that. We're going to be glad to review that program with you. But first of all, before we get back into that, I have Donald Williamson here. We're going to talk about veterans a little bit and taxes again for about 5 minutes. So thanks, Don. And Don, take it away.
Well, the one thing I wanted to end my previous conversation about veterans, how important and how we love, all Americans love our veterans and what they have done for America and for us. And that is this, not just us as Americans and so on, but there's some divineness to this. In the Bible, Jesus said, you know what he said in the Beatitudes?
Jesus said a lot of things in the Bible.
In the Beatitudes,
Give me a little bit more than that.
blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Now, in some other versions, it might say sons of God or something else.
Yeah, I kind of
But
messed up on
that's
that.
pretty high.
I kind of messed up. I said I wanted to inherit the earth, so he made me poor. Well, it's supposed to be making me humble too, but that didn't work too well.
I want our service men and women to know that they are not only loved here,
of course,
but they are loved in heaven too.
You know, I came from a military family, born on a military base in Fort Bliss, Texas, and my dad was an Army Master Sergeant. And so he served 29 and a half years, and he and my mother are buried out at Riverside National Cemetery. So much respect and, of course, love for a lot of people in my family. I've got a 4-star general in the family, all that. Lots of veterans and people. Yeah. And I was not in the military. I almost was. I was headed that way. I had made the Coast Guard band, and my dad talked me out of it. He didn't want me to go in. So I listened to him. I don't know whether that was good or not, but still play. But I am not in the Coast Guard band. I never did. But the guy that did audition with me, they made it. He retired like 3 years ago. So it's like, gosh darn it. You never know.
Now, carrying this to the tax saving part of my program, I'm going to talk a little bit about the disabled American veterans.
Okay.
The exemptions.
5 minutes.
Or less.
Okay.
There are two main ones that most of them know about. 100% service-connected disability. And this is for exemption from property taxes on their home. And by the way, they also get an exemption on their auto as well. So, but anyway, so they want to go to the assessor's office or on the website and download the form, get the instruction sheet, get the information sheet, get the form itself, and go to the assessor's office and talk to them. Because it is difficult, it takes some time consuming, and they may have to do a little work on it. But of course, whether you're 100% or not is by the VA. So they get that from the VA.
And what do they get for they fill out this form?
Well, they get exempted from property taxes on their property, home.
Oh, well, that's a good one.
They're resident.
You know, Don, I'm going to change your name. It's going to be Don, download the form, Williamson. Because that's always your advice. Download the form, and there's always a form.
Well, that's because these days, that's what people do with a computer.
That's right.
Me, I like to go in and talk to them there, get to know them, because ultimately, they need, after they get all that, go back with it.
And the squeaky wheel. You want to be the squeaky wheel that gets the grease.
Well, you got to return the form to them anyway. So at some point, you're going to be there.
There you go.
And they can help you. They're the experts. Yeah. And it takes some doing to get it. But what if you're not 100% service connected? This always has to be service connected. What if you're 90, 80, 70, 60, 50? I heard a person I knew.
Well, before you get into the story, tell them what about that.
About what? The one that's not at 100%.
Yeah.
I'm going to that.
I got to get to the program. We don't have time for a whole story.
Down to 35%, her husband was.
What do they get?
Well, they get if the doctor says they cannot work in any occupation, they can get an exemption less than 100%. And so they need to, again, work with the VA, work with the assessor's office, and file for it.
All right, Don. Well, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.
God bless all of our veterans.
We're always thankful to have Don around, and God bless our veterans. And that is it for my portion and Don's portion of the show. You're going to hear me in the next segment. We're going to be interviewing the Director of Operations and Aviation at Norton Air Force Base. I believe his name is Ron Gibbs. So stay tuned right here on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, the Donald Williamson Taxpayer, Saver, and More Show.